Bonjour les étudiants and welcome to another French lesson. In today's French lesson, we will learn about adjectives. Introduction and agreement of adjectives in French. So let's start today's French lesson. First of all, let's understand what is adjective and when do we use adjectives. See, an adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. For example, look at this sentence. Ankit is tall. Ankit est grand. This I have written in French. Okay, Ankit est grand. So in this sentence, Ankit is tall. Ankit is a noun. Is a verb and tall is an adjective. Okay, tall is an adjective. So what this sentence is telling us, that this adjective is describing this noun. This adjective is telling us something about this noun Ankit, that Ankit is tall. Okay, now look at the second sentence. He is small. He is small. Again, in this sentence, he is a pronoun, is a verb, and small is an adjective. It's an adjective. Again, what is happening in this sentence? This adjective is again describing this pronoun. This adjective is, telling us something about somebody. Like he is small. So this is the role of an adjective, that it tells you something about a noun or a pronoun. See, the major difference between adjectives in French and English are agreement and placement. There are some rules of agreement and placement in French adjectives. So what are those rules that we are going to learn now? You already know that in French, all the nouns have a gender. Either they are masculine or they are feminine. In the same way, in French, the adjectives change its form according to the noun in gender, masculine or feminine, and number, singular or plural. So in French, the adjective changes its form. If a noun is masculine, then the adjective is different. But if the noun is feminine, then the adjective changes its form. In the same way, if the noun is singular, then the adjective is different. But if the noun is plural, then the adjective changes its form. Now let's go through some examples and some of the rules of making an adjective feminine. So the number one rule is, generally an E is added to the masculine form in order to make an adjective feminine. Generally we add E in the masculine form in order to make an adjective feminine. Okay, for example, Ankit est grand. Ankit est grand. That means Ankit is tall. Okay, so Ankit, that is me, I am masculine, male. Okay, Ankit est grand. Now I want to say the same sentence about a girl. Suppose let's take Priya, that Priya is tall. Okay, then how will I make this sentence? Priya is tall. So look at here. Priya est grande. Priya est grande. So what I have done here? I have added an E in this adjective. Why? Because Priya is feminine. Because Priya is feminine, that's why I have added an E in the adjective. So Priya est grande. Priya is tall. Let's take another example. Il est petit. Il est petit. That means he is small. Now I want to say this sentence as she is small. She is small. Then how will you make this sentence? She is small. Look at here. Elle est petite. Elle est petite. Again, what we have done here? We have added an E in this adjective. Why? Because elle is feminine. We are talking about a girl. She is. So elle est petite. She is small. Now look at the second example. If the masculine form of the adjective ends with an E, it remains the same in the feminine form. If the masculine form of the adjective already ends with an E, so it remains the same in the feminine form. That means nothing is added in the feminine form. For example, il est jeune. Il est jeune. That means he is young. Okay. Now, if I want to make this sentence in feminine, then how will I make it? See here. Elle est jeune. Elle est jeune. That means she is young. So see this jeune and this jeune. It same. Why? Because it already ends with an E. So here also it remains same. Elle est jeune. Look at the second example. Le livre est rouge. Le livre est rouge. That means the book is red. The book is red. Now I want to say that the dress is red. The dress is red. Now how will I make it? La robe. La robe means the dress. La robe est rouge. La robe est rouge. So this rouge is same in the feminine form also. Why? Because it is ending with an E. Look at the third rule. The feminine of certain adjectives is formed by doubling the consonant of the masculine form and then adding E. For example, il est bon. He is good. Il est bon means he is good. Now, I want to make this sentence in feminine. That means I want to say that she is good. She is good. Then how will I say it? Look at here. Elle est bonne. Elle est bonne. So why did I add NE here? Why did I add NE here? Look at here. What they are saying is doubling the consonant. So in this adjective, this N is a consonant. So what they are saying is double the consonant. So we have doubled the consonant. We have added N. And what they are saying is then adding E. Then we have also added E. That's why it has become bonne. Elle est bonne. She is good. Now another example. Il est gentil. Il est gentil. Il est gentil means he is kind or he is nice. Okay. Again, L is a consonant here. L is a consonant here. So elle est gentille. Elle est gentille. What we have done here? Again, we have doubled the L and we have also added E. So elle est gentille. She is kind or she is nice. Look at the fourth rule now. Adjectives ending with EAU in the masculine form change to L to get their feminine form. For example, beau. Beau means handsome. And in the feminine, it becomes belle. Why? Because this adjective is ending with EAU. So it changes to L. That is why it becomes belle. Une belle fille. Une belle fille. That means a beautiful girl. Nouveau. Nouveau means new. New. Again, in the feminine form, it becomes nouvelle. Again, it is ending with EAU. So it changes to L. So it becomes nouvelle. Une nouvelle robe. Une nouvelle robe. Robe means dress. So a new dress. The fifth rule is adjectives like beau, nouveau, vieux change to belle, nouvelle, vieille when used before a masculine singular noun beginning with a vowel or a silent H. For example, a bel homme, a bel homme. That means a handsome man, a handsome man. In French, the exact word for handsome is beau. This, beau. But here we are using belle. Why? Because of this rule. What this rule is saying? Adjectives like beau change to belle before a masculine singular noun beginning with a vowel or a silent H. So this homme is a masculine singular noun and it is also starting with silent H. That is why we are using belle here. Okay, belle here instead of beau. So a bel homme, a handsome man. Okay, second example, a nouvel enfant. A nouvel enfant, that means a new child. A new child. Again, enfant is a masculine singular noun and it is starting with a vowel E. So that's why we are using nouvelle here instead of nouveau. So a nouvel enfant, a new child. The sixth rule is adjectives ending in EUX form their feminine by changing X to SE. That means you have to remove X and you just have to add on SE. For example, courage, that means courage, will change to courageuse in feminine. So what we have done here, we have removed X and we have just added SE in order to make it feminine. Second example, delicieux. Delicieux means delicious. So it will change to delicious in feminine. Again, we have done the same thing. We have removed X and added SE. So it's delicious. Next is furious. Furious means furious, very angry. So again, it will change to furious in feminine. The seventh rule is adjectives ending in F changes to VE in the feminine. For example, active. Active means active. It becomes active in feminine. Attentive. Attentive means attentive. So it becomes attentive in feminine. Neuf. Neuf also means new. It becomes neuve in feminine.